Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of JackMullally.com Discussions. This episode is the second in a mini-series about how you can try out the sport of bike trials cheaply and easily using nothing more than your existing mountain bike. In this episode, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 basic trials moves that I think you should try on your mountain bike to get a taste for the sport and to improve your overall mountain biking ability. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you what these 3 moves are that I think you should try, and I'm going to explain to you why I think they're good moves for you to give a go first. And thirdly, I'm going to demo them really briefly. What I'm not going to do is explicitly teach you how to do them. There are already quite a few good resources online that do this. So what I'm going to do is on my webpage, in the blog post about this episode, I'm going to provide links to those videos so you can go look at them. If you're currently watching this video on YouTube, then look in the notes section below. That'll give you the link to my website, and there you can find the links to the videos. Yeah, I know, it's a bit of a tortuous path to get there, but hopefully you'll bear with me. So, let's get into it. What are these 3 moves that I think you should try? Number 1, wheelies. Number 2, balancing in one spot. And number 3, skinny rides. So, let's start with the wheelies. Why do I think this is the first basic trials move that you should give a crack? 2 reasons. I realize I just put 3 fingers up, right? 2 reasons. Number 1, wheelies are heaps of fun, and ultimately, trials should be a really fun sport. So, go and do wheelies for fun. But reason number 2 is they're really practical for mountain biking because it teaches you how to pick up your front wheel with control and place it over an obstacle. Helps when getting up and over stuff, you know, like logs or that sort of thing in the trail. Can be particularly useful if you're climbing and then there's a log in the way and you need to lift the front wheel to get over it. So wheelies, they're fun and they're practical. Next up, balancing in one spot. A couple of reasons for this. First up, balancing in one spot will improve your overall feel for the bike, your overall coordination, and it'll improve your balance and ability generally riding. It's also quite practical if someone stops ahead of you on a trail and you don't want to stop, you don't want to unclip or that sort of thing. Having the ability to track stand or generally balance is a good go. And third up, skinny rides. Look, let's face it, everyone wants to be able to ride North Shore style stuff. Maybe you don't want to be able to ride really high up or that sort of thing, but to be able to ride along the odd log or the odd ladder bridge is heaps of fun. It's also a really useful skill that can help with picking particular lines down trails, because let's be honest, you know, keeping to a narrow skinny, that lines up pretty well with, you know, picking to go around that route on the right or the left or that sort of thing. So it gives you that sort of precision. Okay, so those are the 3: wheelies, balancing in one spot, and skinny rides. What I'm going to do now is we're going to cut across to me. I'll give you a quick demo of each of those and we'll take it from there. See you on the other side of this black, cut to black. Hey everyone, so first up, wheelies. Okay, next up, balancing in one spot. I'm going to show you a few different methods of this. And as you can see, this is a little bit more trialsy than the wheelies. Once you get into trials seriously, you actually don't do that many straight out wheelies. And as you can see, mine weren't great. I could pull them, but I didn't actually hold them really, really sturdy. But balancing in one spot, yeah, this is really trialsy. So, 2 different methods. The first thing I'm showing you here is the track stand. So you can see the wheels turn to the side, and I'm balancing in place by rocking backwards and forwards on the bike. So that's pretty cool. But the other thing that I think is really practical for mountain bikers to be able to do is to be able to hop the bike in place with the wheel forwards, like this. Now this is practical because let's say, let's back up a bit, that you're riding up a trail and someone stops in front of you. Now to track stand like this, sure, works, but if you want to start going again, you've got to turn the wheel forwards and go from there. But if you're balancing hopping like so, you can go straight from here. So let's say I'm on this rock here and I stop and I need to go straight ahead up the rock in front. I really hope it's in shot for you, but I don't think it is. If I'm just hopping in place like this and I need to go forwards, pedal, and I'm out of shot. Right. That was classy. My chain fell off out of shot. Nonetheless, so balancing on two wheels, couple of methods there. Track stand, definitely worth a go, but also learning to hop two wheels simultaneously in place, I think has some particularly good benefits for mountain bikers. And last but not least, skinny rides. Now, you will probably notice I've made a massive continuity error here. Not only am I not wearing the same shirt, it's clearly night time, I'm not in the same spot, in fact it's not even the same week, but nonetheless, skinny rides. What I like about skinny rides on a mountain bike, or on a trials bike for that matter, is you can practice them anywhere. So a really simple way to be able to practice them at home is to go to a hardware store and to buy a length of wood. You can get them in about 2.4 or 3 meter lengths. The stuff that's about that thick and about that wide or so, and you just lie it on the ground and you can practice skinny rides along it. If you don't have access to that though, you can often find little curbs like this in parks or that sort of thing, where you can ride along the top of the curb, and that's really, really good practice too. So I'll give you a quick demo of that. Well, that's it for this episode of JackMullaly.com discussions. This was the second in our mini-series about how you can get into the sport of bike trials easily and cheaply on your mountain bike. We looked at 3 trials techniques that you can give a go on your mountain bike up front. So we looked at pulling a wheelie, because it's heaps of fun and teaches a good skill. We looked at balancing on the spot, and we looked at skinny riding. If you would like more videos of this sort of thing, go to the website www.jackmullaly.com. We post everything there. You can find old episodes of JackMullaly.com discussions there. Equally, you can go to our YouTube account, you can subscribe or leave a message at the bottom so we can have a bit of a chat. Or we have a Facebook page. You can like us there and you'll find everything through there as well. In the not too distant future, we're going to be making audio-only versions of this available through a podcasting service such as iTunes or something similar. Haven't quite decided what yet, but keep an eye out for that in the future. Okay, that's it for now, and we'll see you next time.